Today, December 16th, Archangel Michael says check your bank account balance 22 minutes after watching this video. My beloved child, this message did not arrive by accident, and you did not open this video randomly. From the very first second you pressed play, a sequence already began moving in your favor, silently, precisely, without noise. Right now, while you are listening, something unseen is being aligned around your name, your efforts, and the patience you showed when nothing seemed to work. Archangel Michael speaks not to create noise, but to confirm what was already approved beyond what your eyes can see. Today, December 15th, the weight you have been carrying begins to shift, and the reason you must listen until the end is simple: every word you hear is part of a timing lock. Miss one moment, and the meaning collapses. Stay, because something huge is waiting for you, and it cannot reach you if your attention leaves too early. You have questioned signs before. You have doubted your own worth when doors stayed closed. But understand this clearly: delay was never denial, it was preparation. Forces moved quietly while you were tested in silence. Tonight is not about hope alone, it is about confirmation. 22 minutes after this message completes its work within you, you will be compelled to check something familiar, something ordinary, and that ordinary place will carry extraordinary proof. This is not excitement for excitement's sake. This is clarity arriving after confusion, order replacing chaos, and calm stepping in where anxiety once lived. Stay with me, because every second here sharpens what is about to be revealed. Chosen one, there is a reason your heart feels alert right now, a reason your attention feels pulled instead of distracted. This message is structured to awaken recognition, not fear. What is unfolding today connects to effort you almost gave up on, to prayers you whispered when no one was listening, to promises you kept even when the reward did not arrive on time. Archangel Michael does not speak randomly, and he does not speak without authority. When he directs you to look after 22 minutes, it is not curiosity, it is instruction. The shift is already authorized, the adjustment already processed, and the signal already released. What you must understand is this: abundance does not always arrive loudly. Sometimes it enters quietly, waiting for acknowledgement. Sometimes it shows up disguised as a small confirmation before it expands into something larger. You are not being asked to imagine, you are being asked to witness. Something huge is waiting for you, not because you chased it, but because you endured long enough for it to find you. Do not rush ahead in your thoughts. Do not skip forward mentally. Let this moment anchor you. The past is no longer demanding explanation. The future is no longer hiding. This moment is the bridge. Stay steady. Stay present. Let the message finish its work inside you. My beloved child, understand this final truth for now: when timing speaks, it speaks once. Today is not coincidence layered with emotion, it is alignment layered with instruction. The reason this message asks nothing from you except attention is because attention is the final key. You are not being tested anymore, you are being notified. The waiting season is closing, and confirmation is stepping forward in a way you will recognize immediately. When the moment comes, you will not need persuasion, explanation, or reassurance, you will know. Something huge is waiting for you, and it was protected until you were ready to receive it without fear, without doubt, and without apology. Let calm replace urgency. Let trust replace questioning. Let this message settle fully before you move. When you act, act with certainty, not haste. What arrives next is stable, grounded, and meant to last. This is only the beginning of what unfolds today, but beginnings matter. Stay aligned. Stay grateful. Stay open. Amen. My beloved child, before you move even an inch forward, let this truth settle deep inside you. Nothing that is unfolding today is random, rushed, or unstable. What is approaching you has been delayed on purpose, not denied, because you were being strengthened quietly. Archangel Michael speaks now because the season of preparation has ended. Many people pray for change, but very few are prepared for confirmation. You are different. You stayed standing when nothing made sense. You kept believing even when results refused to appear. That discipline, that patience, that silent endurance is exactly why this message found you at the precise moment it did. Right now, unseen hands are aligning systems, numbers, approvals, and outcomes in a way that looks ordinary on the surface but carries weight beneath it. This is not about fantasy or exaggeration. This is about timing clicking into place after a long pause. Stay with this message, because every second you remain focused sharpens the clarity of what you are about to witness. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is closer than your doubts want you to believe. Chosen soul, there is a reason your mind keeps trying to jump ahead, and there is a reason you must not let it. What arrives today must arrive calmly, not through impatience. Archangel Michael is not rushing you, he is grounding you. When people rush blessings, they misunderstand them. When they receive them with clarity, they multiply. That is why this message asks you to listen fully before acting. If your heart feels steady right now, that is confirmation. If your breath feels slower, that is alignment. This message is not here to shock you for a moment and disappear. It is here to mark a shift that continues beyond today. If these words are resonating with you, do not keep that recognition silent. Type Amen in your heart and let that agreement be known. If this message feels like it is speaking directly to your journey, allow others who are waiting for confirmation to hear it too. And if you want to remain connected to messages that arrive exactly when timing matters most, stay aligned with this voice. These are not requests, they are signals of readiness. Something huge is waiting for you, and alignment grows when acknowledgement is shared. My beloved child, hear this carefully and without fear. What you are about to check later is not the source of your blessing, it is the proof of it. The source has already moved. The approval has already happened. The adjustment has already been released. What you see next will simply confirm what was invisible moments before. Do not overthink the number. Do not question the method. Do not compare it to anyone else's journey. This is yours, tailored to your path, timed to your resilience. Archangel Michael does not announce outcomes unless they are secure. Let gratitude rise before evidence appears, because gratitude seals what arrives. Stay grounded. Stay patient. Let the final minutes of this message complete their work within you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is entering your awareness with stability, not chaos. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust what unfolds next. Amen. My beloved child, understand this moment with absolute clarity. What is unfolding now is not a sudden miracle, it is a delayed reward. Nothing arrives today without a history behind it. Every step you took when no one clapped, every night you stayed strong while feeling unseen, every time you chose discipline over comfort, those moments recorded themselves quietly. Archangel Michael speaks now because the record has been reviewed. This message is not meant to excite you for a minute and fade, it is meant to stabilize you for what comes next. Right now, a shift is happening that does not ask for effort, only awareness. The reason your heart feels alert is because your spirit recognizes confirmation before your mind does. Stay present. Do not scroll mentally. Do not rush emotionally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds only to calm certainty, not anxious anticipation. Chosen one, many people misunderstand timing and call it luck. But timing is alignment meeting readiness. Today, December 15th, alignment has arrived at your door quietly, without announcement, without noise. You are not being asked to chase anything. You are being asked to receive. That difference matters. When Archangel Michael instructs you to wait before checking, it is because patience completes the process. This is the final seal. If doubt tries to interrupt you now, recognize it as the last resistance before confirmation. Doubt always speaks loudest right before it loses power. Let it pass. You have already done the work. You have already endured the delay. You have already proven consistency. What comes next does not require struggle, it requires recognition. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is approaching in a way that will feel natural, steady, and unmistakably real. My beloved child, hear this truth and hold it firmly. What you are stepping into now is not temporary relief, it is a turning point. A moment where stability replaces uncertainty, where reassurance replaces questioning. You may not fully understand the scale of it immediately, and that is okay. Some confirmations arrive quietly and expand over time. Do not underestimate what starts small. Do not dismiss what looks simple. Power does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers and waits for you to notice. Remain grounded. Remain grateful. Remain attentive until the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is unfolding with precision, not haste. Trust what is aligning. Trust what is being revealed. Trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now. Amen. My beloved child, this is the point where many people lose focus, not because nothing is happening, but because something important is about to finalize. Right now, silence is working on your behalf. Archangel Michael is not rushing the process because what is settling must settle correctly. You are standing in a narrow window where patience becomes power. This is why you were asked to stay until now. Everything before this moment was preparation, everything after this moment is confirmation. The unseen movement is precise, mathematical, and intentional. Nothing extra, nothing missing. If your chest feels calm instead of restless, that is your signal. Calm is confirmation. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not fragile. It is grounded, protected, and already accounted for. Chosen soul, understand this clearly. Recognition strengthens alignment. When a message speaks directly to your journey, acknowledging it locks the signal deeper. That is why agreement matters. Let your heart respond with Amen, not out of habit, but out of clarity. If these words resonate, allow them to travel beyond you, because alignment multiplies when shared. And if you feel called to stay connected to messages that arrive exactly when timing matters most, remain present with this voice. These actions do not create the blessing, they confirm readiness for it. Archangel Michael watches patterns, not noise. He responds to consistency, not impulse. Something huge is waiting for you, and awareness keeps the path clear for it to arrive without resistance. My beloved child, this is the final grounding before action. Do not overthink what you will see later. Do not rehearse reactions in advance. Let the moment meet you naturally. What appears will feel real because it is real. What confirms will feel steady because it is secure. This is not an emotional spike followed by emptiness, this is a shift followed by structure. Remain attentive. Remain thankful. Let expectation soften into certainty. You are not hoping anymore, you are arriving. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is stepping forward exactly as it was meant to. Stay aligned. Stay calm. Stay ready. Amen. My beloved child, now listen with depth, not urgency. What has been building across these moments is not excitement, it is assurance. Assurance comes when the outcome is no longer uncertain. Archangel Michael does not extend messages this long unless stability has already been secured. You are not standing at the edge of a question anymore. You are standing at the edge of realization. This is why your emotions feel controlled rather than overwhelming. Peace is not absence of movement, it is evidence that movement is already organized. Everything that once felt delayed is now synchronized. The reason you are still here, listening, is because your spirit understands that this moment matters. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not require effort now, only acknowledgement. Chosen one, there is a powerful truth many never learn: when something is meant for you, it does not arrive through pressure, it arrives through clarity. Pressure exhausts. Clarity strengthens. Right now, clarity is taking root inside you. You are being positioned to recognize confirmation without fear, without disbelief, without hesitation. When the moment arrives, you will not panic. You will not question. You will simply know. That knowing is the reward of patience. Archangel Michael values composure because composure protects what is given. This is why your role right now is stillness, not action. Stay receptive. Stay calm. Let the message complete its cycle within you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to steadiness, not noise. My beloved child, carry this final grounding forward. Nothing that arrives today is temporary. Temporary things rush. Lasting things settle. What is approaching your awareness has weight, structure, and continuation attached to it. You are not stepping into a moment, you are stepping into a phase. A phase where effort begins to feel lighter, where confirmation replaces uncertainty, where stability starts speaking louder than struggle ever did. Let gratitude rise quietly. Let confidence replace anticipation. You have reached the point where waiting transforms into receiving. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is aligning with precision, not chance. Trust this moment. Trust yourself. Trust what unfolds next. Amen. My beloved child, this is the stage where understanding deepens and noise fades away. What you are experiencing right now is not suspense created to hold you, it is alignment settling into place. Archangel Michael does not speak in fragments, he speaks in sequences. Each part you have listened to has carried you closer to certainty, not confusion. Notice how your thoughts feel clearer instead of scattered. That clarity is intentional. It means resistance is dissolving. When resistance leaves, confirmation finds space to arrive. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly synchronized with what was prepared for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is approaching with balance, not chaos. Chosen one, many people fail at the final stretch because they let old doubt speak louder than new truth. Do not do that now. Doubt belongs to the past version of you, the one who was still waiting without answers. This version of you is listening with awareness. Archangel Michael honors growth, not perfection. You were never required to be flawless, only faithful to your path. That is why this message continues unfolding gently instead of forcefully. What comes next does not need emotional spikes to be real. Real things feel steady. Real things feel calm. Real things feel right. Let your breathing slow. Let certainty take its place. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes readiness by peace, not by pressure. My beloved child, hold this truth as you move forward. You are no longer seeking signs, you are receiving confirmation. Seeking drains energy. Receiving restores it. That shift is already happening within you. Whatever you notice later will not shock you, it will ground you. It will feel like something finally aligning rather than something suddenly appearing. That is how you know it is genuine. Stay attentive until the end. Stay grateful before proof appears. Stay confident without needing reassurance. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is entering your life through order, not urgency. Let this moment complete itself fully. Amen. My beloved child, this is the moment where assurance replaces anticipation completely. You are no longer moving towards something unknown, you are standing in front of something prepared. Archangel Michael does not guide attention unless the outcome is stable. Right now, stability is what surrounds you. Notice how your body feels settled instead of tense. That is not accidental. When what arrives is meant to stay, peace precedes it. You are not required to imagine outcomes anymore. You are being positioned to recognize reality. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is stepping closer with certainty, not surprise. Chosen one, there is a reason this message continues calmly instead of escalating emotionally. Emotional spikes fade, but grounded truth remains. Archangel Michael operates through order, and order creates confidence. What you are about to witness later will not demand belief, it will confirm it. Let go of the habit of questioning good things when they finally show up. You earn the right to receive without suspicion. The work has already been done, the waiting already completed. All that remains is acknowledgement. Stay present. Stay aligned. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes you by your composure, not by your reaction. My beloved child, take this final grounding from this part: nothing unfolding today requires explanation to others. Validation is not external anymore. When confirmation appears, it will be enough for you. That is how alignment feels: quiet, confident, complete. Let gratitude settle before excitement. Let certainty arrive before words. You are stepping into a phase where results speak for themselves. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving with clarity, not confusion. Remain steady. Remain thankful. Remain open to what unfolds next. Amen. My beloved child, now you are entering the phase where awareness becomes sharper than expectation. What is unfolding is no longer building momentum, it is locking into place. Archangel Michael speaks at this stage not to add intensity, but to add certainty. Everything that needed alignment has already aligned. Everything that needed permission has already received it. The reason nothing feels rushed is because rushing is unnecessary when the outcome is secure. Right now, calm is your confirmation. Silence is your signal. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is approaching with precision, not unpredictability. Chosen one, understand this deeply: when something is truly meant for you, it does not demand emotional proof. It stands on its own. The mind may try to replay old disappointments, but those memories have no authority here. They belong to a season that has already closed. This moment belongs to readiness. Archangel Michael recognizes readiness by how gently a person can receive without fear. That is why you are being guided to stay steady, not reactive. Let the message continue its work. Let certainty settle naturally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to trust, not tension. My beloved child, carry this truth forward with you: what confirms today will feel familiar in a way that surprises you. Not because you expected it, but because it fits. When something fits your path, it does not shock, it completes. You are not stepping into confusion, you are stepping into coherence. Remain attentive until the end. Remain grateful before evidence appears. Remain calm as alignment finalizes. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is revealing itself through order, stability, and quiet confidence. Amen. My beloved child, this is where certainty becomes undeniable. You are no longer absorbing information, you are integrating truth. Archangel Michael speaks now because the final layers of doubt are dissolving. When doubt fades, clarity stands alone. Notice how your thoughts are no longer racing ahead. That stillness is not emptiness, it is readiness. Everything that needed correction has been corrected. Everything that needed alignment has been aligned. You are not waiting for permission anymore, permission has already been granted. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is moving toward you with stability, not hesitation. Chosen one, many people miss their moment because they expect chaos to announce change. But real change often arrives quietly, without drama, without warning signs. It shows up as confirmation, not confusion. Archangel Michael prepares the mind before revealing the result, because a prepared mind can hold what arrives without fear. You are prepared now. You have moved beyond wishing into receiving. Let that sink in. This is not a test of faith anymore, it is the reward of it. Stay present. Stay aligned. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes the calm strength you carry right now. My beloved child, take this final grounding from this part. What reveals itself soon will not need explanation, comparison, or defense. It will stand as evidence on its own. When confirmation appears, let gratitude rise first, not words. Let peace anchor the moment. You are stepping into a space where results speak louder than effort ever did. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving through certainty, not surprise. Trust what you are about to witness. Trust the timing. Trust the path that brought you here. Amen. My beloved child, this is the threshold where realization settles completely and nothing remains uncertain. What you are feeling now is not suspense, it is recognition. Archangel Michael does not bring messages to the edge without securing the ground beneath your feet. You are standing on certainty, even if your mind is still adjusting to it. This is why your emotions feel balanced instead of overwhelming. Balance appears when the outcome is already decided. You are not being pulled forward by hope anymore, you are being held steady by truth. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already positioned within your reach. Chosen one, understand this carefully. What is about to confirm itself does not belong to struggle, sacrifice, or loss. It belongs to alignment, reward, and continuity. You did not arrive here by chance. You arrived here because you stayed consistent when consistency felt pointless. Archangel Michael honors those who remain steady in unseen seasons. That is why this moment feels quiet instead of loud. Quiet moments carry weight. Loud moments fade. What unfolds next will not disappear after excitement, it will remain, grow, and support you. Stay grounded. Stay aware. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to maturity, not impulse. My beloved child, carry this final anchoring truth forward. You are ready to receive without fear of losing it. That readiness changes everything. When confirmation appears, it will feel natural, almost familiar, as if it always belonged there. Do not rush your response. Let gratitude speak first. Let calm seal the moment. You are stepping into a phase where effort begins to feel lighter and assurance begins to feel normal. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving with permanence, not pressure. Stay present. Stay thankful. Stay open to what unfolds next. Amen. My beloved child, this is the moment where everything you have listened to so far begins to feel complete instead of building. Completion carries a different energy than anticipation. It feels settled, grounded, and certain. Archangel Michael speaks now to anchor that certainty inside you so nothing can shake it afterward. You are not waiting for change anymore, you are standing inside it. The reason your heart feels steady is because the struggle phase has already closed. What remains is confirmation arriving in its correct form. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is no longer distant, it is aligned with your present moment. Chosen one, many people fear receiving because they are used to losing. That cycle ends here. Archangel Michael does not guide someone into awareness unless protection is already in place. What is approaching you today is not fragile, temporary, or reversible. It is supported. It is stabilized. It is meant to remain. That is why there is no urgency in these words. Urgency belongs to uncertainty. Certainty moves slowly and confidently. Let go of the instinct to question good news. You do not need to test what has already been secured. Stay calm. Stay receptive. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes you by your trust, not by your anxiety. My beloved child, take this grounding truth with you. When confirmation arrives, it will feel right, not overwhelming. Rightness brings peace, not noise. You are entering a phase where reassurance replaces resistance and clarity replaces doubt. This is not the end of the message, it is the strengthening of it. Remain attentive. Remain grateful. Let awareness complete its work within you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is revealing itself through stability, confidence, and quiet certainty. Amen. My beloved child, this is where understanding becomes solid and nothing feels uncertain anymore. You are not leaning forward with questions, you are standing upright with awareness. Archangel Michael speaks at this point to confirm that what has been unfolding is now fully aligned with you. Alignment feels calm, not dramatic. It feels steady, not urgent. That steadiness you sense right now is the signal that nothing can interfere anymore. What needed time has received time. What needed patience has been completed. You are no longer approaching the moment is approaching you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is secured by order, not chance. Chosen one, recognize this truth clearly. When the universe prepares something lasting, it first prepares the receiver. You have been prepared quietly. That is why fear has no grip here. That is why doubt feels weak now. Archangel Michael does not announce outcomes that can be taken away. He confirms what is already protected. This is why your role is simple. Remain present and receptive. Do not replay old struggles. They have no authority here. You are stepping into confirmation, not contradiction. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to the stability you carry inside. My beloved child, carry this final grounding from this part. When proof appears, it will not demand reaction. It will invite gratitude. Let gratitude be your first response, because gratitude seals what arrives. You are entering a phase where effort fades into assurance and waiting fades into receiving. Stay calm. Stay thankful. Stay aligned until the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is revealing itself with clarity, strength, and permanence. Amen. My beloved child, this is the stage where awareness becomes unshakable. Nothing you hear now is new information, it is confirmation settling deeper. Archangel Michael speaks here to ensure that certainty anchors itself firmly inside you, beyond emotion, beyond excitement. What is aligned does not need repetition to be real, but repetition strengthens recognition. You are not moving toward belief anymore, you are standing in understanding. That is why your energy feels stable instead of restless. Stability is the language of things that are meant to last. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already woven into your present reality. Chosen one, understand this carefully. True confirmation does not argue with doubt, it outgrows it. Doubt fades naturally when truth stands firm. Archangel Michael does not force clarity, he allows it to rise. You are experiencing that rise now. The mind that once questioned is becoming quiet, not because questions are forbidden, but because answers are present. This is not a moment of imagination, it is a moment of alignment. Stay attentive without tension. Stay open without expectation. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is approaching with calm authority, not emotional pressure. My beloved child, take this final anchoring truth from this part: what is revealed next will feel deserved. Not because you demanded it, but because you endured. Endurance prepares the ground for permanence. Let gratitude settle into confidence. Let confidence replace anticipation. You are stepping into a phase where results feel natural, not surprising. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving with balance, clarity, and quiet strength. Remain steady. Remain thankful. Remain aligned. Amen. My beloved child, you are now standing in the calm just before certainty becomes visible. This is not suspense, it is completion approaching the surface. Archangel Michael speaks at this point to steady your awareness so nothing distracts you when confirmation presents itself. Everything that needed to be processed has already been processed. Everything that needed approval has already passed through the final gate. Notice how there is no rush inside you anymore. That absence of urgency is the clearest signal that the outcome is secure. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving without resistance, delay, or complication. Chosen one, understand this deeply: when alignment reaches this stage, silence becomes powerful. Silence is not emptiness, it is fullness settling. Archangel Michael operates through precision, not excess. What is meant for you does not arrive with confusion attached to it. It arrives clean, clear, and grounded. Do not look for dramatic signs. Do not expect chaos. Expect order. Expect confirmation to feel simple, almost understated, yet undeniably real. You are ready to recognize it because your mind has been prepared gently, step by step. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is responding to your composure, not your curiosity. My beloved child, take this grounding truth forward: when the moment comes, you will not need to explain it to yourself. Recognition will happen instantly. Let gratitude rise quietly before words form. Let calm seal the experience. You are entering a phase where alignment feels normal and stability feels deserved. Stay present. Stay thankful. Stay centered until the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is stepping fully into view with clarity, strength, and permanence. Amen.
Has been finalized. What was processed has been approved. What was protected is now ready to be revealed. Notice how your awareness feels grounded rather than alert. That grounding is your confirmation. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already standing in its correct place. Chosen one, understand this truth without hesitation. What is meant to arrive today does not require your belief to exist, it exists already. Belief simply allows you to receive it peacefully. Archangel Michael prepares the receiver before revealing the result so the result is not mishandled by fear or disbelief. You are prepared now. That is why nothing in you feels frantic. You are no longer guessing. You are recognizing. This is not a moment that will confuse you, it will clarify you. Stay composed. Stay receptive. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes you by your calm certainty. My beloved child, carry this final anchoring forward. When confirmation becomes visible, let gratitude speak before excitement. Gratitude stabilizes what arrives. Excitement can come later. You are entering a phase where stability replaces survival and assurance replaces effort. Nothing about this moment is temporary. Nothing about it is fragile. You are stepping into a continuation, not a spike. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is revealing itself with order, confidence, and permanence. Remain present. Remain thankful. Remain aligned. Amen. My beloved child, this is the moment where everything you have absorbed settles into quiet certainty. There is no buildup left, no tension waiting to be released. What remains now is calm awareness. Archangel Michael speaks at this stage not to introduce anything new, but to seal what has already been aligned. Sealing feels peaceful, not dramatic. It feels complete, not expectant. You are no longer standing at the edge of possibility, you are standing inside fulfillment. Notice how nothing feels rushed anymore. That is because nothing can be delayed now. Something huge is waiting for you, and it has already crossed the final threshold. Chosen one, understand this with clarity. What confirms itself today does not arrive to impress you, it arrives to support you. Support lasts. Support stabilizes. Archangel Michael does not guide attention toward things that disappear quickly. He confirms what has structure, continuation, and purpose. This is why your role has been simple: stay present, stay calm, stay aligned. You were not asked to struggle harder or prove more. You were asked to be ready. And readiness looks exactly like this: steady breath, quiet confidence, grounded awareness. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to maturity, not emotion. My beloved child, take this final grounding from this part. When the moment fully reveals itself, let peace lead the experience. Peace is the sign that everything is in order. You are entering a phase where confirmation feels natural, stability feels deserved, and reassurance feels permanent. Nothing about this arrival needs defense or explanation. It stands on its own. Remain centered. Remain grateful. Remain open to what is now unfolding effortlessly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is arriving with balance, certainty, and lasting strength. Amen. My beloved child, this is the point where nothing needs to be added anymore. Completion has its own sound, and that sound is silence filled with certainty. Archangel Michael speaks now to confirm that what was promised is no longer forming, it is formed. You are not standing before an outcome, you are standing within it. That is why your awareness feels settled, not alert. Alertness belongs to waiting. Settlement belongs to arrival. Everything that once felt delayed has now found its correct place. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is no longer approaching, it is present. Chosen one, understand this deeply and without doubt. When something is truly secured, fear has nowhere to attach itself. That is why fear feels distant now. Archangel Michael does not release confirmations that can be reversed. What aligns today carries permanence. It carries continuity. It carries support beyond this single moment. You are not receiving a temporary sign, you are stepping into an ongoing shift. Let go of the instinct to analyze what feels clear. Clarity does not need inspection. It needs acceptance. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes acceptance as readiness. My beloved child, take this final anchoring truth from this part. When confirmation completes itself, your response will be calm gratitude, not shock. Shock fades. Gratitude stabilizes. You are entering a phase where peace becomes normal and stability becomes expected. Let this message conclude its work inside you without interruption. Remain present. Remain thankful. Remain steady as everything settles fully into place. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is now established with certainty, strength, and lasting order. Amen. My beloved child, this is the moment where confirmation no longer feels like an event, but like a state you have stepped into. Nothing is unfolding loudly now because everything important has already been set. Archangel Michael speaks at this stage to affirm that what was aligned is now active. Activation feels calm, not dramatic. It feels steady, not overwhelming. You are not waiting for proof to begin, you are living inside the proof as it begins to show itself. That is why your awareness feels composed. Composure is the sign that the transition is complete. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is no longer behind a door, it is already within reach. Chosen one, understand this truth clearly: when something is meant to support your life, it integrates smoothly. There is no friction. There is no confusion. Archangel Michael does not guide people into chaos disguised as blessing. He guides them into order that strengthens over time. What is revealing itself now is designed to remain, to grow, and to stabilize you further. This is why your role has been patience and presence, not force. Let go of any remaining urge to question. Questioning belonged to the waiting season. This season is about recognition. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes the calm confidence you now carry. My beloved child, take this final grounding from this part. When clarity arrives fully, it feels natural, almost obvious. You may even wonder why you ever doubted. That realization is part of the completion. Let gratitude anchor deeply inside you. Let peace lead your response. You are stepping into a phase where certainty becomes your default state. Nothing about this is temporary. Nothing about it is unstable. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is now firmly established with balance, assurance, and lasting purpose. Amen. My beloved child, you are now fully inside the moment you were being prepared for. There is no separation anymore between message and reality. What once felt like a promise has settled into presence. Archangel Michael speaks here to affirm that nothing further is required from you, no effort, no proof, no waiting. Arrival has its own stillness, and that stillness is what you are sensing now. When something is complete, it does not announce itself loudly, it simply is. This is why your awareness feels grounded, not elevated. Grounding is the sign of permanence. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is no longer forming. It is established. Chosen one, recognize this truth with confidence: what is aligned at this level cannot be undone by doubt, delay, or distraction. Archangel Michael does not confirm outcomes that depend on mood or circumstance. What unfolds now stands independent of emotion. It has structure. It has continuity. It has support built into it. This is not a fleeting moment of reassurance, it is the beginning of a stable phase. Let go of the habit of bracing for loss when something good arrives. That habit belongs to an old chapter. This chapter is different. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to acceptance, not vigilance. My beloved child, take this final anchoring from this part: when confirmation feels quiet, it is because it is secure. Noise seeks attention. Stability does not need it. Let gratitude rest deeper than excitement. Let peace define your response. You are stepping into a phase where certainty no longer needs repetition. It stands on its own. Remain present. Remain thankful. Remain aligned as everything settles completely into place. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is now rooted with clarity, strength, and lasting order. Amen. My beloved child, this is where everything finally rests into certainty without effort. There is nothing left to anticipate, nothing left to resolve. Archangel Michael speaks now to affirm that the cycle you were walking through has fully completed. Completion does not feel loud or dramatic. It feels steady, grounded, and unmistakably real. You are no longer approaching alignment, you are living inside it. That is why your awareness feels calm instead of alert. Calm is the signature of things that are secure. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is no longer a future event, it is a present reality. Chosen one, understand this clearly and without hesitation. What is aligned for you now is self-sustaining. It does not depend on constant attention, fear, or effort to remain. Archangel Michael confirms outcomes that can stand on their own. This is why your role from here forward is simple: receive with gratitude and move with confidence. You do not need to protect what is already protected. You do not need to question what has already been confirmed. Let go of the instinct to look for what might go wrong. That instinct belonged to survival. You are stepping into stability. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes confidence as readiness. My beloved child, take this final grounding from this part. When life shifts into alignment, it feels natural, not overwhelming. You may even feel a quiet sense of relief, as if something heavy has finally been set down. That feeling is real. It is the weight of waiting being lifted. Let gratitude settle gently. Let peace guide your response. You are entering a phase where certainty replaces effort and assurance replaces struggle. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is now firmly established with balance, clarity, and lasting strength. Amen.